Quenching the Thirst. Elito Biñeo is a 25-year-old woman who lives in Foro, a small mountain village in Bolivia. Today, she will spend at least 6 hours walking to the nearest clean water source to collect water for her family. Every day, this effort must be repeated so that her family can have the water it needs. This harsh reality is worsened by the fact that this water is teeming with parasites and bacteria, and they have no good way to filter or purify it. People all over the world, in countries large and small, are struggling to get the clean water they need to survive. The answer would seem simple. Just send these people the necessary purification devices and boom, they're fine. Unfortunately, it could never be that simple. We live in a capitalist society that cares more about how it can make money. Giving away expensive water treatment tools and supplies would be far too expensive, and they would make no money from giving them away. To combat this, someone would need to develop a water filter that could be cheaply made, potentially even in some of the poorest countries, that would be able to clean the water to a safe amount. Luckily, science has come very far over the centuries. A new kind of filter has been developed by Saint-Cyr Lengue and her team that meets these criteria nicely. The power of this filter lies in the ingredients used to construct it. The two main ingredients are so simple and common that they can be found almost anywhere: clay and activated carbon. Some of you may be thinking, activated carbon? That sounds more like a fancy science resource, but activated carbon is just another name for charcoal that has been heated up. The first test of this filter was done in the city of Bangui, the capital of the Central African Republic. To supply the activated carbon, they used the shells of nuts from the region. The clay, however, cannot be supplied so easily. The main function of this filter uses clay's special trait as a porous material to contain contaminants while water is filtered through it. This becomes important when you consider that not all clay is the same. The very definition of clay, in fact, simply refers to the size of its particles, not its material makeup or how porous it is. Luckily, the clay in Bangui happens to be just the right porosity, and the activated carbon has a good absorbance rate, so the filter was able to work perfectly. The value of the filter's efficiency was as high as 98.6%. Well water taken with a turbidity, or a cloudness, of 95 turbidity units had a turbidity of only 3.5 after filtration. The water you and me would drink in America has an average turbidity around 0.5 NTU. It's clean water. A turbidity of 95 units makes the water appear to be a dark gray or light brown color. The suspended matter in the water was reduced from 144 milligrams per liter to only 2 milligrams per liter. 98.6% of the floating stuff in the water was removed. Bacteria in the water was also significantly reduced. The best part of this filter, and any future filter like it, is that they are cheap to create and can use locally sourced clay and activated carbon. Filters like this can be created in all corners of the earth where clean drinking water is scarce. This technology can help usher in an era where the question of drinking water isn't about whether it is a human right or a commodity. It will be about making sure everyone has clean water to drink. Currently, Elito Biñeo must still make her 6-hour journey for water every day. But every day, we move closer to a world where people like her can take water from the closest source and filter and drink it. As this technology moves forward, the world moves forward too, towards quenching the thirst.